November what's today? The 5th or the 6th? Something like that. So, really glad to bring you your reading. You guys know I love me a Capricorn. I always got to tell you how I feel about all of the signs when I come on here to do these readings. But especially the Capricorn women. It's my opposite sign. I'm a Cancer. So even if they tweak my nerve, I just got love for Capricorn women. I just always, I really never met too many that I didn't like. And I know Capricorn represents that devil card and all of that good stuff. But Capricorn has a lot, they just have a lot of things that people can kind of learn from. The way they just kind of do them and are headstrong and kind of hard. But if you're a soft sign like me, a Cancer, you actually can kind of admire that trait. Hold on, guys. It's burning up. When the candle's going and the heat's going, that's not going to work for me. All right. So, just wanted to kick it off with that. And again, thank you guys for joining Frequency Growth Radio. And, I'm trying to get the readings out on time. It's still... Are we technically in the second week of November? I don't know. Anyways, so Capricorn. I kind of like this reading that came out for Capricorn. Like I said, I had family that's a Capricorn. Just was having a conversation with Capricorns last night about love related things, and I can really see that reflected in this reading. So guys, these are general readings, not going to resonate with everybody. But they may. I truly believe that these probably do resonate with most people. Your situations may be different, but if you really think about what's said, you probably can apply it to some part of your life. But if it doesn't resonate, make sure you check out, one second. Make sure you check out your moon and your rising, because something there may kind of talk to you a little bit more, or it'll help you kind of put the picture together. And you kind of want to add your own interpretations for your situation as well, because these are general. For something more specific, check the links below and check out my page and everything like that. And I didn't get to the daily card yesterday over the weekend. It got kind of really busy, but I'll start that back up on Monday. So you guys can check the YouTube for like the first couple of minutes of the video, and then you can go on over to my Patreon and my website to catch the rest of the video. And guys, everything isn't on the website yet. It's a lot of stuff to come, but if you just want to get a feel for it, to get different kind of categories and what's going to be there, please feel free to visit. There is a blog. On the blog, I do post different writings and things like that. I am Madam X, and I do post different, I write and things like that. So I post different things, and I'll have some guest contributors and things like that will be posting things. So guys, just stick with me on this journey as I look to really help you ascend in your journey here on this planet we call Earth. So Capricorns, jumping right into it. I feel like it, and like I said, it's so funny. I was talking to a Capricorn last night. But as far as these are love and relationship readings, so it's probably going to pertain to you and your significant other, but it could be any type of love relationship. If you have a love for your career, a love for your family, love for your kids, it can kind of show up in the readings, or definitely show up in the readings. So starting off with, and I'm using Tarot, the complete kit, the romance deck, by Doreen Virtue, and then the Past Life deck by Doreen Virtue and Brian L. Wise MD. So Capricorn, coming into the reading, in the Tarot the Complete Kit deck, you had the Page of Cups in the situation position, the Hangman in the past, the reverse King of Swords and kind of how you're looking at it, where you're at right now with it, and then the Star card as the outcome. And the Doreen Virtue cards, you have You Deserve Love in kind of the past position. And I read it how it comes out. I lay it in positions, but I'll put the story together in my own way as I go through. You have to pay attention to the red flags in the present position, and then you have romantic feelings in the outcome, and then you have the phobias past life card. So and I know this rings true with Capricorns. You guys are really, and the guidance that I had for you before coming into the reading was just you're good enough. You're good enough, Capricorn. No ifs, ands, or buts about it. You're good enough. And it was two more, and And I don't know why they always start to slip my mind, but intolerance, like Capricorn being ready to go, not really, being kind of intolerant of a lot of BS, which Capricorns can typically be on the outside, but they do put up with some BS. So just the intolerance, so just being good enough and then being intolerant and being ready to go. So that's what I had got for Capricorn. So moving on to the reading, I feel like the present situation in your love life has to do with this Page of Cups reverse. So messages of love not coming in, being stagnated, or even negative messages involving feelings and emotions. And in this deck, in Tarot the Complete Kit, the cards do resonate with the Rider-Waite, little different drawings, and I suppose it could be some different meanings in the book. I'm not sure, but I don't really look at the books. But with the Page of Cups in reverse, it's like saying not getting a message of love or not offering your love, because he's holding out a cup with a heart in it, and he has like some flowers to his chest. But when it's in reverse, it's like he's keeping the flowers and he's holding the cup. So with that, it's like saying, okay, it's just some emotional disarray, some inconsistency, not really knowing who to trust, who to give your feelings to. And like I said, I was just having a conversation with Capricorn, so it's just funny that these cards come out. So my cousin is a Capricorn, so I have a few cousins that are Capricorns. So just not really being able to be full and in full bloom with whatever emotional feelings or messages that you're feeling, or maybe not getting the ones that you really want to get. And I feel like that it has a lot to do. Now, I'm not really sure about the other person, but Capricorn, I'm talking about you right now. It has a lot to do with just being in a state of indecisiveness, a state of a crossroads from what you've been through to where you're going, because you got the Hangman in like the past position. So it's like, what do you want to do in regards to maybe different people that you have in your life? If you have someone special, making that decision to really trust it, go with it, have an open heart, give your heart, and come out of the position of the Hangman, where maybe you stand to yourself. You kind of know what you're going to do and what you're not going to do in relationships, but maybe you're really not letting other people know, or you're really not moving forward with anything. So just kind of keeping to yourself, getting yourself together in your mental state, because like we talk about, before you can go into any relationships, you got to be kind of like an entity within yourself. You don't want to go into relationships to fix anybody, or with people that need fixing. Then we're all going to have issues and we're all going to have problems. Nobody is perfect. But you want to go into a relationship with someone who is as whole as an individual as they pretty much possibly can be. Yes, when you get with people, we make each other better. When you get with a good partner, people thrive and they do change for the better, or they do, do better and better as we go out our lives when you have a good partner with you. But you don't want to enter relationships with people who need fixing and people who have all these issues and all these problems. So Capricorn, you've just been kind of sticking to yourself. Like, I know what it is in my head that I want, what I want to do, what I'm going to accept, what I'm not going to accept. So just kind of waiting for those situations before you really give your heart away, put your heart all the way into something. Because in the Doreen Virtue deck, the first card, or the past card, was you deserve love. You are lovable. And it's so funny. Like I said, I kind of listen to Spirit and pick up. And Capricorn, you was ready to go. That's why I said ready to go this morning with the cards. But just picking up different energy. And when I said you're good enough, I had ran to get me a little latte. And I was contemplating Capricorn, because I said, I'm in the mood, when the mood hits me. And guys, a lot of times, I'm going to get it together for you. But a lot of times, that's why my videos are not on time, because not just because I had to do other things and I'm working 9 to 5 and all that bull crap, but it's about an energy with me. And I'm not a person who will sit here and do back to back to back to back. And I guess tarot readers have to do it. They got to get it out, trying to please the audience. But I'm so into being organic with how I do things. And if it's meant to be, it's meant to be. If the flow comes, the flow comes. I'm a quirky, crazy ass Cancer. So you guys just got to bear with me. Thank you. So, Capricorn, You deserve love, and that's probably why that is why I got that message. You're good enough because you deserve it. And it's something I think Capricorn is realizing, that you guys play your position, so you need somebody that does that, and you don't have to alter anything about yourself for love, because you are lovable just the way you are. And that's very, very important for Capricorns to remember. I find with earth signs, and we all have insecurities and things like that, but I find with earth signs, it's really hard to detect that they have insecurities, because earth signs, they're all about everything the earth sign represents. Very strong on the outside. And I'm sorry if I'm talking fast, guys. I'm not rushing. I do have exercise to get to, but I just talk fast and don't even realize it sometimes. So if I am, I'm trying to slow it down. But anyway, the earth signs, Capricorn, Taurus, and Virgo, I find that they are so strong on the outside that a lot of times you don't realize they have insecurities. I was with a earth sign for not Capricorn. I was with the earth sign for a long ass time, over 10 years. Not in that relationship anymore, but it's so funny. Like, you see a person every day, you sleep right next to a person, but you really don't realize until you think about it and you put two and two together, and you really spend some mental energy on it, putting together patterns and kind of seeing what they do, because they hide a lot too. They hide a lot of who they really are, what they're really about, whether that be good or bad, from certain people. Like, an earth sign is a person who can give certain people what they know that person wants to see, or what they want that person to see in them. But for a long time, I didn't realize, because this person was so confident on the outside. I mean, good looking guy, had everything going, tall, dark, handsome, all of that, but it had a lot of insecurities on the inside, but it was masked very well, and you don't know. So I'm pretty sure a lot of Capricorns may walk around with their head high and stuff like that, but there are some insecurities that go on. But you're more than good enough. You deserve love. And I know that's where that message came from, and that was meant for the Capricorns. So when you come into the present positions, I had the King of Swords in reverse, and to pay attention to the red flags. So if you have people in your life, the King of Swords, when he's upright, is good advisement. It is somebody who you can talk to, very good mental. They can play good mental chess, good mental warfare. I mean, the king, without even using the sword, you know what I mean? The king is very good at being, when I say sly or cunning, I don't mean that in a bad way. When the king is upright, when he's upright, he is just a person who can strategize, who knows how to get things done, do certain things. He has earned that position that he's in by going through hardships and things like that. So the king has had the experiences to get him to that elevated place of the mind and the body, so that he doesn't necessarily have to use that sword. But all the knowledge that he has is in that sword, so he doesn't necessarily have to use it to cut or to be physical or threatening or harming. Not kind of how you see the Queen of Swords with the sword up, just ready to go. So with the King of Swords in reverse, it just could be, don't listen to be careful with listening to other people, because with the Hangman, it shows me you know everything you need to know inside. So just be leery of bad advisement. This could represent an air sign in your life, Gemini, Libra, or Aquarius male. It could be a female, But sometimes the genders of the cards, to me, they play out as the gender on the card. So there could just be a ill-advised or a ill-feeling air sign in your life, or just some sort of male energy, or some sort of energy that represents that king. I don't feel like that's you, Capricorn, that is just not in a good place. And this could have to do with past decisions, past involvements, and things like that. So just be leery of because that corresponds to the pay attention to the red flags card. So if you have this kind of energy, just be leery of those people. Be leery of people being negative, bad advice, or being strategic or sly or cunning, trying to fool you or trying to trick you and things like that. So just keep your eyes open, Capricorn. That's all you have to do, because whatever you're feeling, whatever you have inside, that is absolutely correct. And how it's gonna play out is, once you get rid of some of these fears and phobias, because I see from the past life that your fears and your phobias are they are playing a part in your love life. So when we talked about not being good enough and all of that kind of thing, or the messages of love not being there, or you wanting to kind of come out of that hangman position and move things forward. You have to get over your own insecurities and fears, work on that, and in time, what you have, the romantic connections that you have in your life with your partner or potential partners, they will come to fruition and they will shine, because you have the star card in the outcome position, and that's equivalent with the romantic feelings. So in the romantic feelings card says the feelings, your feelings are real and worth exploring. So don't bury them. You're gonna come out of that hangman position from what you've been through and kind of how you feel inside to really shine in your relationships, to shine in these romantic feelings. So there are going to be good relationships, but you have to put the fears and the phobias aside. And I know this rings true for Capricorn, because I'm the opposite sign, Cancer, so I can even see things in this Capricorn reading that I could feel as a Cancer. You know what I mean? So because that connection between the Capricorn and the Cancer is so strong, being the opposite signs of the zodiac. And the star sign represents Aquarius. So just bringing light to the situations, just bringing a knowledge and truth to your situations, and exposing those romantic feelings, and being honest, putting your fears behind you, and really being honest with how you feel, so that no matter which way things go, you know what I mean? Because pain is a part of life, just like joy is a part of life. And no matter which way things go, you are going to be okay. You are the star. You are going to shine. No, you can't nobody, you control things. Capricorn represents Saturn. It represents the devil card. Capricorn brings structure. It learns lessons. You know what I mean? But you want to use it outwardly. Don't inflict it on yourself all the time, Capricorn. You structure your relationships. You let people know what you want, what you're going to accept, what you're not going to accept. Put your fears behind you, and be able to put yourself out there to those who deserve it. Because what you feel now in the romantic feelings that you have are very bright. They're very good. They are worth exploring, but you want to do it in a different way from what you've done in the past. Aquarius is the sign that represents setting out on their own path, doing things unconventional. Aquarius does not always go by the book. They do things their own way. They do things in new and innovative ways, and they're a very intelligent sign. So Capricorn, you want to use your intelligence, your feelings, and your emotions to put those fears behind you and get to the next step and get to that loving relationship that you deserve to be in, because everybody deserves love. And it's no point of going through life alone in a hard, rigid, Saturn-like state. Because even Saturn makes aspects with the other planets. Saturn conjuncts the other planets. Saturn has a strong relationship with the other planets. And if we did not have Capricorn, we just talked about this in my astrological class the other day. Every sign represents a part of the body, like a Cancer is the breast, the chest, and I believe the stomach, like digestive system or something like that, because I'm always having a damn digestive issue. I love to eat everything and can't eat damn nothing and be comfortable. And then, like Pisces is the feet. It's the oldest sign. So it's like everything, if you don't have the feet, where you going to go? So, Taurus is the throat. But Capricorn is the spine, the skeletal system, which is a direct connection to Saturn, to the structure, the institution. Saturn provides structure. Capricorn provides structure. So you don't want to let anybody else structure your life, Capricorn. You are the one that brings the structure, that gets people together and says, this is what I'm going to accept. This is not what I'm going to accept. But not so much with that hard Saturn side. Let the fears go and do it from a place of love, because what you feel is worth exploring. And the star card, it's just like pouring that out, letting it be known, being honest with yourself and being honest with others, and being willing to accept whatever comes, like set your boundaries, set what you're willing to do and what you're not going to do. And when something crosses a boundary, you just don't go there. But you do that with putting your fears behind you, so you can get to that loving place that you deserve to be in. All right, I talked too damn much. I can't believe this time says 19 minutes. Guys, I'm out of here. I hope you have a wonderful, wonderful close to your weekend. Hopefully my equipment won't take like 10 hours to upload this video, because I just never know, and you get this pretty soon. But guys, I love you. If you need something more, drop me a line in my email. If you just want quick discussions or comments, I try to answer every single comment. So comment below on the video and check out my Patreon page as well as the website. All the links are going to be below in the description box. And thank you for checking out Frequency Radio. You guys are the best. Love you so much. Deuces.